remind you that every day that we're on television, we are making history. Why? Well, you know the story about BET. They're no longer black owned. Well, Oprah Winfrey's network is no longer black owned. But we are a black owned television station and will remain black owned. And we are emphasizing information, education, and entertainment to the community. One of our main purposes is to provide a platform so that businesses can be able to compete with larger conglomerate businesses. We want to take the small business and give them a level playing field with the other businesses so that they can succeed. So we emphasize small businesses, we emphasize religion, we emphasize health and wellness, we emphasize our people coming together to form a platform that in itself will create wealth within our community by recirculating dollars, by utilizing one another to help our community grow and manifest. So I'm here to tell you that you want to be a part of our TV. Don't you want to be a part of history? African American history, East Bay history, Oakland history, television history. Let us help you to get your business going, and you help us to revolutionize the way TV and broadcasting is being used by branding your business here on our TV.
A city that says no to prejudice and yes to speaking up together. Thank you so much. Good afternoon.
Hey, we are here at California Black Expo at RTV. Representing San Jose, Santa Clara. Okay, celebrating Rose's birthday. We got it going on. We the girls, we the girls.
Unmasking the Ghetto. The solution, man. We out here in Atlanta, man. We got tours and
we right here in Atlanta, Georgia. This is the childhood home of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He was born in this house, as you can see here, January 15th, 1929. This is Auburn Street, also known as Sweet Auburn. Just down the street here is Ebenezer Baptist Church, where he would preach on Sundays and also where his father preached. You also have the King Center, which was started by his late wife, Miss Coretta Scott King, after his death. They both are actually memorialized here at the King Center in a reflecting pool. And this is the one place where people can come from all over to get a feel for his legacy and his childhood and his neighborhood and his community. You get more than just a sense of his message, but a sense of the man. Most of these homes on this street are uninhabited, but have been restored for the sake of aesthetics and tourism. Some are, some people live in them, and you can note it by the private residence sign on some of the places. And just across the street from the King Center, there's Atlanta's version of our Civil Rights Museum, which also has a lot of history regarding the South and the state of Georgia and the climate and the temperature of the times back then. So, yeah, that's a little piece of Atlanta.
I'm trying to record you in my way.
Got it.
Excuse me. We got it. Come over here.
How is
Yeah, the crew used to do. Now look, how they get through. mentor right here, man, Mr. Dame Hooker. He done fussed at me and told me, man, L, work your camera, man. It's not about music. So I'ma just let him say, man, what it is. What's up, man?
It's a blessed day out here at the lake. It's like 96, back in 96, how we used to do it. It's blessed though, but it's cool, but it's kind of like cool because we had to come out because a white lady, you know what I'm saying, to get together. So I say that to say this. We should do this every Sunday. It should be called Black Sunday. Calling this Black Sunday. And look who just up here. Black Sunday, man. Everybody's out here. It's a beautiful day. The kids is out. Family is out. We having fun, man. It's fun.
That's right.
This is Black people, man.
So what do you think that we should do to make sure that this continues to happen?
Continue to be more community. More
Love one another.
More love, instead of hate, love, and support.
Encouragement.
Exactly. Encourage and support.
Hold each other accountable.
Exactly.
To do right.
Do the right thing. So, as for me, I'm sort of right. I'll be late, but I'm right.
We all a work in progress.
I'll be late, but I'm right though.
We all a work in
But yeah.
progress. We gonna get
These all my cousins out here. Everybody related.
That's right. We all related.
We all related, man. We just having a good time, man. LG been doing this global grind for years, man. It's about time. It's your time, man. For real. Don't forget about me. How you doing, bro?
I ain't forgot about you. You see what I did.
How we doing it.
That's right.
But this love community, this is Black love right here. This is Black Sunday. We're gonna call this Black Sunday from now on.
Really throwing up them beats. Red wheat belt and it came from
Hold on, wait.
You ain't gonna clip that,
Cameraman never don't get no love, man.
Hey, Void Dorizo, Bizzle 94606 on the IG. Put them on the Tape Productions. One of Upper Funktown's finest from 1200 Block. You know how we doing it. I'm the cameraman today. I'm not busting no raps and none of that shit. I'm just doing this. And this is gonna be on YouTube, straight up.
Yes, go ahead.
I don't know the scripture, but it's playing on the radio, right? But I was talking to my wife today because I have 2 children, but I was really just talking about having the courage to be the man, to be able to step up to be the man that I'm supposed to be, right? And to be the human or the person that God has designed me to be, who He has blessed me to be. Yeah. The breath of life, right? And all of that, like letting go of that, no more guilt. Like thinking about, you talking about family curses, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like I heard this saying or whatever, okay, you have no control of the family that you were born into, but you have control of the family that you create. Amen. Right? But then those things that kind of follow over or that transfer over.
That generational.
That transfer over unconsciously and consciously from the people that's feeding you, and what you're seeing because of what, the reason why I'm even able to stand here is because my grandmother and my grandfather, because they knew God. They had their own personal relationship with God. They had their own relationship in which allowed them to be able to stay together for 50 plus years. Right? To be married, to be able to allow us to stand here, be able to allow them to feel strong, get stronger.
Yeah.
What's crazy is because as I'm understanding in terms of strengthening the family, like my ways is different like this because I'm
done with this.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I was able to go home.
Yes, amen.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I was able to go home and be able to make sure that that guilt, I was able to talk to my wife about that guilt that I had.
Amen.
She's able to talk to me about that guilt that I have, be able to own my own truth in a different way that transcends beyond this space.
Yeah.
To be able to have those real conversations about who you are, about that pain that you had.
Yeah.
When you're talking about that pain that they always talk about, the generational pain, going through foster care.
Yeah.
The pain that her mother was dealing with, they also sent her through foster care. You think about those things about her going through multiple foster homes. Right? Think about that pain, okay, whatever my mother and my father was dealing with in regards to drugs or addictions or whatever, that the world or the government or whatever, the different entities and put into the community or whatever, but you're not able to fight back or you didn't have that, you weren't able to be able to stand it, you weren't able to.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Lied to me, cause you said you'd never turn on me. You lied to me, but you did, you lied to me. All these things you said I'll never feel, you lied to me. But I do, return of man, return of man, come on, return of man. Oh my God, you know that I'm back. Here I am. Return of the man. Well, say there, return of the top of the world. Return, what's my flow? There I go. Hold on. You're strong. He's strong. There I go.
Still am. And I had a moment in my life, and I look around, and I see people, my colleagues, getting older, complaining, this and that, and I was a complainer too. I was like, why the man got to do this? You see me, I'm working hard, this and that, and you know, you do it all the time, it affects your energy. And I had to make a change. I'm like, okay, I had a self-moment. I said, I'm looking around, do I want to be doing this another 10 years? I said, no. So I said, how, I gotta better myself. I know y'all had that moment. How can you better yourself? And I didn't know, you know, and so I said, well, I really don't want to do no 4-year college and get into debt and all that stuff. So what can I do? Y'all ever heard of YouTube? YouTube is your friend. That's what I did. I went on YouTube and I said, I got to start listening to people who are successful, trying to do something. So I had a range of different people. I started following some. I was like, okay, he's getting kind of crazy. I got to, unsubscribe him, But there's one fella by the name of Dr. Boyce Watkins. I started following him. I started listening to him, and he would say the problem. This problem we have, that problem. I'm like, yeah, you're right. What was different though, he gave solutions. And I'm like, not only did he give a solution, he had a way to solve the issue. So I'm like, okay, let me listen to this more and more. And so my brain cells started changing. I started going to work. Why are y'all complaining like this? We have solutions. You need to start following this Dr. Boyce Watkins. You can listen to him. Did you just? Nah, I ain't listen to it. But, whatever. So, one night, I'm listening, And he said, okay, we're gonna have a seminar, we're gonna do this and that, and you tune in, it was December, what, 2nd, 3rd, 4th? Yeah, so I'm like, okay, I started listening. I thought, altcoin, Bitcoin, this is interesting, you know, I'm up for that. So the next day, I'm like, oh yeah, I really like that. And then the third day, I fell asleep, I ain't gonna lie. I fell asleep. But I thank God because I woke up when they was pitching the price. But, all right.
So with Pitch Investors Live, we are the only app in the world that allows entrepreneurs and startups to pitch investors live. We currently have an app on the iOS App Store, soon to be decentralized, right now centralized. We just finished round one. We just finished our pre-ICO, and right now we're in round one of our token sale. So basically, we're like Shark Tank meets Kickstarter. We allow for entrepreneurs and startups to be able to pitch investors live, kind of like Shark Tank meets Kickstarter.
Because it ain't gonna change. Every black man in this room needs to make a commitment. We need to make a commitment right now. Otherwise, we don't have no business complaining about our community and what's going on in our community. Who's getting into trouble? These young folks nowadays, they something else. They done changed. No, they ain't. The grown folks done changed. We allow them to get away with stuff. We don't have to. They don't have to love us because at the expense of us doing everything they want us to do, or letting them get away with everything. They gonna love you anyway if you show them that you love them and then correct them. I tell all the men all the time, you got to deposit in these boys. You can't go down to the Bank of America and take money out if you ain't putting none in. They call that 211, don't they, Chief? You can't correct these boys if you ain't putting nothing in them. You can't tell that boy to put his pants if you ain't already told him that he's smart. You haven't already told him, hey man, I like the way you handled that situation. I like the way you think. You're going to be somebody. That's a deposit. You deposit it in him. Because before the deal, when you might have to pull him up to you, put your arms around his shoulder and say, boy, you need to pull your pants up. Come on. You know better than that. You represent me. And when you whisper in his ear, he know you love him. He'll pull him up and keep him up. But you can't go out there and pull a 211 on them boys. So we got to make an investment today, man. We got to let these boys know we love them, man. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to get ready to sit down. Because I'm going to be true to my word today. I like to tell this story about, y'all know who Booker T. Washington is. And I'm going to tell you, because people always wonder, why do you just focus on black boys and black men? I can't say this enough. Booker T said in the, I believe it was 1895 Atlanta Compromise speech he did. He said that in all things that are purely social, we can be like fingers, yet like the hand in all things are essential to our mutual progress. I'm gonna say it again. Booker T said that in all things that are purely social organization, clubs, and all this kind of social stuff we do, he said we can be like fingers. Fingers are independent of each other. I don't need my whole hand to pick my nose. I can do it with one finger. But he said that in all things that are purely social, we can be like fingers. But when there's something that concerns us as a nation, as a community, and we got to do it together, we need to work together. Black folks, white folks, Asian, Hispanic, we need to work like the hand. There's sometimes what's necessary. But as black men, there's some things that we need to do for ourselves that we can't allow anybody else to do it, and everybody don't have to be involved in it. This is one of them. I always tell people that America is made up of different subgroups, from religious subgroups to political subgroups to social subgroups, ethnic subgroups. Everybody in this room is part of the same subgroup. We're African American males. It's the responsibility of every member of a subgroup, no matter what subgroup it is, to make sure that that group's needs are met. The needs of black men are not being met. The needs of black men are not being met. I don't know who we waiting to come in this subgroup and take care of our needs. But it ain't gonna happen. Right. If you're waiting on the cavalry, they ain't coming. For you young folks doing these old movies, sometimes the Native Americans had the soldiers pinned down. And their last hope was that the cavalry was gonna come and bail them out. Somebody was gonna come over the horizon. A lot of white soldiers was gonna come over the horizon and defeat the Indians that had them pinned down. That's where that saying come from. They waiting on the cavalry. We ain't got no cavalry coming, gentlemen. Right. We in this thing by ourselves. And if we don't make a commitment to each other right now to spend some time with these boys, now we done made it as simple as possible. I realize that one man can't change it by himself. It's gonna take all of us working together doing a little bit. I learned a long time ago in the South. Some of you older people know what I'm getting ready to talk about, shelling peas. You know shell peas. You know what a bushel basket of peas. Right. You guys go to the store and get them in the cans, but when we were little, we had to shell the peas. We had to take them and take the peas out of the hull. And I'm gonna tell you something, a bushel basket of peas set up about that tall. And there's a lot of peas in there. And if you sitting around that bushel basket by yourself, you shelling by yourself, you got a long day. You get 3 or 4 people around that bushel basket, and they all got that old white pan in their lap, old wash pan in their lap, and they filling in that pan up and they shelling those peas. After a while, you reach your hand in there and you feel the bottom of that basket, and you start looking around. You say, "Where all them peas go?" Everybody got peas in their bucket. A lot of hands make quick work. You can get a lot of people to do a little, but you can't get a lot of little people to do a lot. We got a lot of people. We got a lot of hands, guys. Let's join together. Let's get this thing done. I'm gonna tell you something. Oakland, California has always been an example for the nation to follow. When I was a boy in Arkansas, black folks in Arkansas wanted to get to Oakland, California. They said if I could just get to Oakland, I could do all right. A lot of the civil rights stuff went on right here in Oakland, California. If we get it right here in Oakland, California, what we doing? We'll be an example for the rest of the nation to follow. I guarantee you, Philadelphia, we'll look at what we're doing. Chicago, look at what we're doing. Los Angeles, even look at what we're doing. We have a chance to set an example for all of our brothers across the country. Brothers, I appreciate y'all being here today. I love every last one of you. I don't have to know you to love you. You say, well, how does he love me? He don't know me. I love my people. You my people. I love you, brothers. God bless you. Pray for me, because the devil don't like this. Okay, he don't like it. We're going to change the nation, brother.